my god. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're talking about scripting. I hate to break it to you though, I am not a manifestation girly. I know, boo boo. However, I would love to present a different perspective for all the faith-centered girlies out there. Scripting has worked for me.
So I realized that I didn't introduce this section, but here's an example of a scripting story.
So I wrote down exactly what I wanted my driver's license test to look like, cracked open my journal. Mind you, I was very, very nervous. I went down an entire rabbit hole about how all driver's license tests are rigged, which I am actually convinced they are based on all that I've read on Reddit. But that's neither here nor there. I was in a very, very nervous headspace, and so I wrote down exactly what I wanted the test to look like for me. And it worked. I passed that test. And that was the first time that scripting actually, I was like, maybe there's something there for me to investigate. But I hate to break it to you guys, I am not a manifestation girly after all. I do like to write my dreams down in my journals, my goals, and I pray on it, ask God to help me with it, and I leave the rest to Him. And that's how it has worked ever since for me. So, yeah, I guess we've all heard of scripting. It's a very familiar buzzword in the self-development, productivity, manifestation space. For those who don't know what it is, briefly, you write down what you want to occur from the perspective of like it happened in the future and you're looking back. And then you sit on it, close it, and then it will appear in your life. So I have been scripting or like dream journaling for a while now. And I do it for basically everything that I want to happen in my life, whether that's like, for example, recently, it's my dream wedding, or for example, the apartment that I want to be in, or my dream lifestyle, my romantic life, my friendships, my everything. I will just write it down in the form of a prayer in my journal, or sometimes from my future self saying, thank you, God, for XYZ. And I find that's the most grounding part of my day when I choose to script and journal in this way. And I am hoping that all of us can start to do this because truly the way that some of these things have, well, God has shared them with me, I believe, but also the vision and excitement that I get from writing these entries, it's transformative and I have to get you all on it. So without much further ado, here's how I script. So you can do this for absolutely anything that you want in your life, which is just amazing and gives you full creative freedom. However, I will sit down on my desk. This is normally the end of the day. A lot of people will say do this at the end of the day or in the morning. I don't think it's that deep, to be honest. Just make sure you're in the right... Actually, no, you don't even need to be in the right headspace, because every single time that... Actually, a lot of the times that I've sat down to write this, I have been a nervous wreck, specifically about what I am writing about and praying about. So, hell, you don't even need a good headspace. But just when you feel like, oh my gosh, this is something on my mind, I would love for this to happen, or this is something I'm really stressed about and all I can do is hand it off to God, that is when I will whip out my scripting journal. Or well, this is a journal in general. I'll mix it again. Some people will say you should have a future self journal completely isolated. I think that's too many rules, and I don't like rules. Actually, I do. Who am I kidding? I love structure. Anyways, I will put some music, maybe pour myself a nice flavored beverage. I will pray, and then I will start writing whatever it is I want to talk about. And normally this will take a long time. I find myself getting deep into it And I just love it when I'm actually immersed in it and my mood shifts. But more than anything, it's really from a tone of like thankfulness to God and gratefulness. And more often than not, after writing a lot of these entries, I feel completely transformed and so buzzed. And I have faith, I have complete faith more often than not that this is going to happen for me. It gets a bit wavy when I'm very anxious about the specific thing I'm writing about, but that's when either repetition works for me or just, hey, I wrote it down, I prayed on it, and God has my best interests at heart. And that's it. Now, just a little bit more about me. I want a happy and soft life. Shout out Kelly Stamps or Senpai Stamps now. I love her and she's been giving me all the best perspectives ever. I feel completely like grounded in what I actually want in my life. I realized that by writing down a lot of these things that I realized that a lot of the materialistic things, sure, I would love to have them, but I'm not as specific about them as I am about how I want to feel in my relationships with myself, in the environments that I'm in, how I want to be in interaction with other people, you know? And that's the best part about scripting for me personally. I have a lot of issues with the idea that a lot of people share here on the online space about scripting that you are the manifesting power. You set your intention, send it out to the universe, and it comes back to you. That's not what I believe. I think it's you work with God, God works with you. And I just pray for the rest, for the parts that are completely out of my control or that are completely wild, you know? I just have a big issue with like you being the creator. And that's a lot of what people are talking about, especially about scripting. And I completely disagree with that, to be honest. Every single day, I am convinced even more by evidence in my life and in my friends' lives that he listens to us, he has the best plan for us. And I intentionally left a lot of the details vague in this video because I don't think it's that important. It's a really creative process, and if you have the right intentions going into it, I believe that everything that you wish will come true. I just want to be a little bit unapologetic here. Like, yeah, it might scratch a few feathers or ruffle a few feathers, that I was very honed in on God being part of this equation, and that's because that's what I believe. Period. Like, and this video is for people who want to be open to that perspective. Anyways, that is all I had for this video. I was hoping to keep it short and sweet. Here's another sneak peek at my journal. Maybe next time I'll actually read a few entries. Curious. I hope you loved this video. If you did, please like it or check out any of the other videos on my channel. I will see you all very soon. Bye!